Hey guys, what if I told you that there were microscopic creatures living in the water that could transform crabs into zombies? In this video, we will explore how the mind control of Chesapeake Bay mud crabs helps scientists at the Smithsonian to monitor the health of an entire aquatic ecosystem. Beneath the surface of the Chesapeake lies thousands of different species of fish, shellfish, crustaceans, and plant life. Over the last 20 years, the Chesapeake Bay Parasite Project has been focused on what lies at the bay's muddy bottom. This layer, known to scientists as the benthic layer, contains 5 small species of mud crabs that carry huge importance. 2 of the 5 species, the white-fingered and the depressed mud crab, are commonly found in Maryland waters. They are key in moving nutrients from their habitats in the benthic layer to other organisms higher in the food chain. These crabs feed on just about anything they can find: small marine invertebrates, algae, detritus, and other already dead animals lying on the bay floor. By breaking down organic matter on the bay floor and then being eaten by their predators, these crabs help transfer nutrients from their habitats back into the bay, keeping energy flowing through the ecosystem. But there's a hitch. An unseen invader lives in the water too, disrupting these crabs' lives and crippling their population: Loxo. Originally from the Gulf of Mexico, Loxo is a parasitic barnacle that infects benthic crabs in this region by inserting itself into the crab's nervous systems, castrating it, and then using the crab to care for its eggs instead of the crab's own. Nasty, I know. Loxo is not like any barnacle you've ever seen before. Unlike the hard, cone-shaped barnacles seen in marinas around the world, Loxo lives most of its life as a microscopic organism in the water, never to be seen by humans. To start the infection process, an adult female Loxo parasite will inject her chosen host with a mass of cells. This mass then grows and spreads throughout the crab's insides using a system of root-like threads, weaving its way around the crab's nervous system. As Loxo becomes more entwined, it begins to alter the crab's molt patterns and castrates them, making sure the crabs will never reproduce again. Once it has completely infected the crab, the parasite begins growing a large reproductive cell sac called an externa underneath the crab's tail flap. The sac, attached to the internal parasite with a stalk, starts out as a small white lump, but quickly grows into a large mass. As well as being physically hurtful to its host, Loxo also convinces the crabs it has infected to tend to the parasite's own egg sac. This is incredible because male mud crabs don't typically care for eggs in their lifetime ever. But Loxo's mind control runs deep. It convinces male crabs that they too should care for an egg sac. With its impressive powers of persuasion, Loxo effectively creates a mud crab zombie nursemaid for its egg, which it releases by the thousands once fertilized. This has led to scientists calling mud crabs infected with Loxo zombie crabs. So, we now know what Loxo is and how it affects the crabs. But why is this relationship at the bottom of the bay so important? What's to be done about this invasive parasite? The short answer is not a lot. Loxo is a species-specific invader that has almost ideal conditions to grow and reproduce in the bay. One very evident piece of information this lab has gathered over the years, though, is that Loxo struggles to survive in waters with low salinity. So, during dry years in Maryland, the reduced rainfall results in a higher salinity in areas like the Road River. This creates a temporary new habitat for Loxo to thrive, usually resulting in an increase in Loxo-infected crabs across our research sites in the bay. Wet years give crabs a needed reprieve from the parasite, allowing them to repopulate themselves to combat the wave of Loxo that is sure to come. This relationship between these two organisms fluctuates like this year in and year out. This type of observation gets to the heart of the goals of the Chesapeake Bay Parasite Project. We want to see how the changes in temperature and salinity of the waters in the Chesapeake affect the presence of Loxo and in turn the population of 2 species of mud crabs. Since crabs help move food and energy through the bay, long-term impacts to their population size would have negative effects on the health of the bay ecosystem. If this project interests you, come out to the docks and sort with us this summer. With 70 traps to go through during field season, you will find plenty of crabs and fish to scratch your scientific itch. Follow the link in the description if you are interested in volunteering with us this summer, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook to keep up with how invasive species are being studied in the Maryland watershed. Help us preserve the health of our Chesapeake Bay. We look forward to working with you soon.